So, good evening in India. This is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. We do this conversation once a month. It is a pan-India conversation. I'm a strong believer, Global Chamber is a strong believer in the opportunities in India, and you don't have to look very far. The country is expanding rapidly, more than just the population. The economic activity is extraordinary. The trade deals that are happening, the actual deals in semiconductor and in a variety of different industries, including services, continuing to expand. It's an extraordinary country. It's an amazing people. It's got a fantastic history, and the future is very bright. So we have three scheduled speakers today in our Global Chamber event, the purpose of which this event is to identify opportunities and make connections for our members, to identify clients and partners and other ways to grow and take advantage of these opportunities. I'd like to start with Sayali Ingavali, who is Senior Vice President at Crescendo Worldwide. She just returned, maybe not just, but recently returned over the summer from a trip to the United States. I feel really bad that we didn't actually meet up with each other. You were here and there, I think in New Mexico and in Northern California when I was in Southern California, maybe some other places. And so would love to hear an update on how that trip went. And then more importantly, I know you've got something important to share.
Yes.
So if you could do that and also just give us an update on Crescendo and Global Chamber, that would be outstanding. Thank you for joining today. Are you in Mumbai?
I'm in Pune.
Very good.
Yes, and yeah, we have. I have resumed my work last week, and just to update, thank you, Doug, and everyone, joining this and inviting me again for update and all. So definitely, I have a lot of things to discuss with everyone, and I really look forward to that also take some of your suggestions or some of your comments on the the new service what Crescendo has introduced. Now, talking about first my US trip, I think so earlier when we had a webinar, that time also I shared I visited 7 to 8 state in US. There I have I have attended some of the events like Select USA, then Washington spin-off. Okay, then we also took delegation to New Mexico related to the space, right? So a lot of things I have, did in my during my visit to US. Other than these events, I have also met some of the companies from US who are looking to meet the suppliers, find the partners in global market. Then also some of the meeting I had with economic development organizations and as well as the associations, the consulates, and the embassies from different countries with whom Crescendo is working since last 16 years. And so we have a lot of project as well. We have also for the trade side, I'll not say just the trade side, but especially working with the government organization. Crescendo has also signed MOU with one of the partner in US, which is Edge Consulting. There we are closely working with economic development organizations. Okay, and their project in the global market. So we are already in discussion with some of the states from US to supporting them for or their member companies exporting in Europe and the other Asian countries. And then second, attracting investments some 7 countries from international market. So that is already a discussion going on. And definitely in that we also want global chamber. Doug, I will also discuss that maybe later on that side. And definitely I really look forward for global chamber chapters from different markets can be a potential partner in that collaboration as well. So that is I'll say the overall success in terms of EDO, working or collaborating with economic development organization. And about the meeting what I had with the companies, we have already signed some, the POs. We have already received the POs. Already companies engage for their whatever collaboration they have discussed and confirmed. So overall, that is the success what I have received from US. Now, about Crescendo side, Crescendo, we shifted to new office. We used to based in Baner. Means some of them, Pune very well. So we were based in Baner, but now we have shifted to our own place in Bowden. So everyone, whoever is traveling to Pune, you have my contact details. I want you to, visit our office. We have big office, and you can also utilize maybe for your meetings here in Pune. Okay, so don't hesitate to reach me. Use our premises as Global Chamber and Crescendo. We have you know good synergies in that. So yeah, you can use that, and you can do your meetings. And maybe we can, Miss Doug, even we would like to plan some our get together, Global Chamber get together in our Pune office. So let me know when you are planning, and let's do the India get together in Pune in our Crescendo office. Okay,
That's
so that's about Crescendo. And the other service which I would like to discuss on. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Is my screen visible to all?
it is, yes. Trade sphere.
Yes, trade fair. So, trades fair, this is one of the platform what we have introduced, or we are announcing, we are going to announce in first week of August. The purpose of introducing this platform, just to the companies who are looking for the international businesses, okay, or the expansion, and any type of a partnership they are looking. And why we have introduced this, will you will understand in next slide as well. So TradeSpare is a global trade expansion platform, which you can say we are taking under global market access program. And it it designed to connect businesses to the international market, or the opportunities which usually company don't understand where are the opportunities, how to go ahead, right? Sometimes it is really difficult for them to also reach to the right connect or the right government people to understand what are the opportunity and the potential in that market. So we thought of why not introducing this platform, as Crescendo already have good connects to the government, as well as the companies, international companies, and as well as the individual who are looking the different type of a partnership. And majorly this platform is to the companies who are not for them it is really hard to understand what is going in the international market. Okay, because like Doug, you have mentioned that a lot of collaborations are happening, many announcement is going, right? Or many countries are announcing different type of a trade or collaboration, the agreement what they signed with the different countries. But somehow some companies, like whether it's a startup, medium, or even sometimes large company, they don't understand how to go ahead, right, in that. So that's why we have introduced this. And like challenges means, we every day we are working with the company, so we know the major challenges as well, right? So here, like here, like I have what I have mentioned, that many businesses, they don't know where to start and whom to trust, right? And that is why this platform will bring, right, that new expo, like today's companies are actively looking for new market, export, okay, then verified buyers and distributor. We have seen that a lot of frauds are happening, right? Connecting to the right companies are very important, and that's how this platform will connect. Then investment opportunities, partnership, market intelligence, okay, trade delegation. So we are also organizing some trade delegation and business matchmaking. Okay, so like I mentioned, TradeSphere is a global market access platform, and that connects businesses, EDOs, IPAs, and as well as the trade bodies which are responsible for to the companies to support going to international market. Then these are the different services under that we are offering, like finding the buyers, joint venture opportunity. Here we are giving one-on-one consultation as well to the companies. Now this platform is not open for all the companies, right? Even we are selecting to take the members or take the companies on this program. And that's how we are very focused, because we are really focused. So we are not like, here TradeSphere is not like association or chamber. Okay, so this is totally the different form, different platform, where companies are getting right alerts related to their businesses, right? Then they are getting guidances, regulatory and entry guidance, trade and investor delegation under that we are taking, because on this TradeSphere we are also taking the global advisory council. There all the IPAs, EDOs, association, chambers and all, we are onboarding them. So we are already in the back end. Before announcing it, before launching it, we have already started approaching. We already had some good communication. We already have some of the member enrolled for this program. Okay, and all these services we have divided into different packages. Like, these are the different membership programs. The companies who really just want to get the knowledge about the market. Okay, then skill development. Many times that it happens that every market is provide have a different business culture, so sometimes it is really hard those companies to understand how to enter into the market. So we are also giving some like skill development sessions we are arranging, then alerts we are giving. So every package has their different deliverables. Okay, so yeah, I'll not go into detail, but definitely I will share this to all later. Who benefits from TradeSphere? Of course, SMEs or the companies like manufacturer, exporters, importers, dealer, distributors. Okay, large enterprises, especially the companies who are looking for a joint venture or collaboration. And this platform is not restricted only for Indian companies, as this is a global program. So global companies are in can also join this program. We already have like out of means, as we have started approaching last week, we already have 15 members. Out of that, 40% are the global companies we have. Okay, our vision to make sure that we are building the trusted platform where all these organizations and businesses through which we connect to the right partner or the person. And yes, TradeSphere, this is our vision, just to understand. So in 1 year, we are expecting to get 100 plus members and 30 advisory members. Like it will grow like 700 and 1,000 members we are expecting in next 3 years, and additional and 100 plus advisory members. And yeah, that is how the TradeSphere will work, and that is the concept. Let's grow together. And yes, we also would like to invite, means if any one of you have something in mind that yes, we can do it, or present it in some other platforms as well, where we can invite some advisory council board. And of course, Doug, I would like to discuss that. And as we have mentioned that we will connect in August, so I will share with you these details over email as well.
Looking forward to that conversation. Very, very exciting. And I think for those for members here, you can recognize that the alignment between Global Chamber's vision and Crescendo is very much
Yes.
there in terms of bringing the world together. There's so much technology available right now to be able to get these types of things put together. So congratulations on the progress. Does anybody have any questions for Sayuri?
Hi, Saili, Anusha here. I am in I'm a part of Aveja Chemicals, which is in the specialty chemicals space, and we largely cater to global players, and we want to focus on Indian manufacturers, who are very, I would say, skilled in terms of, and these are smaller manufacturers who are developing specialty chemicals, have commercialized it to some level, but are not as much equipped to export it by themselves. So we work as a demand channel for them. Do you work with the, in the chemical space or anything that is near to that?
Yes, Anusha, thank you for your question. And I don't know, I think so. This is the first time,
Yes,
I think so
yes,
we are
yes. Yeah.
connecting. So, just the quick, brief introduction about Crescendo, that we are a management consulting firm, okay, and there
Okay.
we have 50 plus people, okay. So
Hmm.
we have industry specific team and market specific team. So
Okay.
we have, and we did already some of the project in chemicals as well. So I request you, means I will also share my email ID. I request you
Yes,
to
please do.
share your need, and then possibly we can also connect later to discuss more, or if any other international market you are looking and all, and accordingly
Yes,
we can
yes.
discuss and we can plan that how we can.
Specifics for sure. Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Anusha. Stephen, do
thank
you
you.
have a question? Please
Yeah,
go.
I was just wondering, with the agreements between the EU and India, and with actually um, Germany being one of the larger investors in India and vice versa, have you seen a more increase in a request in that for business coming in this direction, either to Germany or from Germany to India?
Yes, as you know, Stephen, that we already have office in Germany, in Hanover,
Mm-hmm.
and we have seen that Indian businesses, going into a European market, because since last 3 months we have supported 5 Indian companies to register in European market. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a recent one we did in 2 weeks back only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so to answer your question, yes, we have seen the increase, under
Mm-hmm.
the deal what they have announced, as well as we have also seen some inquiries coming from market like France, okay, as well as Germany and Italy for Indian market as well.
Mm-hmm. What do you see as the
So,
biggest challenge?
sorry.
What do you see as the biggest challenge for Indian companies coming to Europe, or the reverse?
Currently the problem is, means for Germany side, what we are facing is the bank one, bank registration. But now I think so it has been resolved, because we have again joined hands with the one of the bank in
Mm,
Germany, and now they have successfully enrolled these 5 companies what I have mentioned.
mm,
Yes, but that was the major, problem we faced, and the companies who have, who have need of 30 or 50 job creation. I think so. Some of them are also facing some skilled, people.
mm,
So yeah, but I think so. They are taking it now as a solution to start with. They are taking their own
mm.
team in the market.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things we've been helping companies when they're coming here for is, oh, excuse me, I'm with Ames International. We're actually globally one of the largest executive search firms. So from
Mhm.
specialists to leaders worldwide in over 70 countries. So if there's any need or anything, just give me a call or questions.
Sure. So, Stephen, it will be good if you share your direct number and the email ID. I will
Sure.
introduce you to my colleague, Mr. Kaushal Shah, because he is also taking care of European market, along with one
Sure.
of my colleague, Rupesh Patil. So I will
Okay.
introduce, because they
Uh,
closely work with the companies or the investors who are going in international market.
okay. Okay. And those are usually who we work with quite often.
No, okay. So I will
I
definitely
posted
introduce.
my LinkedIn link in the chat.
Okay, definitely. Okay, I'll connect you over LinkedIn. Yes.
Sure.
Thank you.
Very good. I don't see any other questions, but really great presentation, great information, and looking forward to
Sally, could
our.
you just share your, sorry, Sally, could you just drop your
Oh,
email ID on the chat so
Yes,
that,
yes, yes, yes. I will. Yes.
yeah. Thank you, Anusha. And thank you. We're going to continue to move around the room. And thank you, Siley. If you don't mind, I'd like to go next to RT and get your response. Are you available to say hi, RT? I know you've got the Vibrant Goa initiative and anything you'd like to comment on regarding Siley's presentation or anything else that you've got. You've always got lots of things going on. What's the latest? Oh, you're on mute.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yay, yes.
Okay. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. And yes, Saile's presentation was really very interesting, and I see a lot of synergy over there. And I think it's time, Saile, we should get connected on one-to-ones to explore a lot of synergies together, is what I
Sure.
would say.
I have shared Aarti. I think so. You have my number, right? But I have
Not
shared
really.
my number here. You can just drop me a message, and I will connect and we'll discuss. I think so. I have sent you
Sure.
last time email, so I have your email
Okay.
ID. But yes,
Okay,
you
baby.
can see
Sorry,
my
sorry.
mobile number
I
in
must
chat
have.
box.
Yeah, certainly. I will see to it that. And I will certainly get in touch with you. But today's presentation was really very interesting. So, my upcoming projects also, I think we have a lot of synergies there. So, let's talk about it.
Are you,
Uh,
Siley, are you involved with Vibrant Goa?
No, no.
Okay,
But I would love to understand more on that side, how we can, Arti, if
yes,
anything
yes,
you feel that, as a crescendo and what global chamber, what best we can do, I would like to take the discussion ahead on that side as well.
super.
certainly,
And,
certainly.
and
I
Aarti, one
intend
more
to. We
thing.
will do that.
Sorry to interrupt. One of my colleague, she moved to Goa. Okay, so she will be
Okay,
working from Goa and mostly also taking care of surrounding states as well. Okay, so once
okay,
she shifted, I think so. Next week she will be in Goa. Okay, so I will arrange your
okay.
meeting with her, Miss Surbi Kale, and she is heading international
That
venture.
will be great.
Okay, so I think so
Yes.
that will be good if you both can meet.
Oh, that sounds great. That will perfectly work well. If you have your representative there in Goa, it will be easier for us to coordinate.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Anything you'd like to
can I
update?
start on the my presentation today?
Please go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity to present and talk about Vibrant Goa, which I am really very excited about. So, before I talk about Vibrant Goa and share a lot of interesting updates, just a quick uh, run through I want to do with everyone. Like this year, 2026 has been truly been a milestone year for the Goa chapter. In February 2026, we successfully launched the India UK Global Business Forum in Goa, bringing together business leaders, trade organizations, diplomats, and entrepreneurs to strengthen the international trade and collaboration between India and UK. And building on that momentum, we entered into a strategic collaboration with Vibrant Goa Foundation, becoming an official collaborating partner for the Vibrant Goa Global Expo and Summit 2026. And while we were doing that, just on the July 14th, we launched an export facilitation center, a joint initiative between Global Chamber Goa, Laghu Udyog Bharati, and World Trade Center Goa. So the EFC is been established with a clear mission to help the MSMEs become export ready, connect them with the global markets, and work closely with government and industry to build a stronger export ecosystem to Goa. So these initiatives reflects what Global Chamber stands for, creating a meaningful international business opportunities and enabling cross-border collaboration and helping businesses grow globally. So I'm very excited that we have done quite a milestones this year. And the main initiative I would like to discuss and share with you all today is the Vibrant Goa Global Expo and Summit, which is going to be held from 29 to 31st of October 2026 in Goa. So before I move ahead, I would like to share a small promotional video of the event so everybody gets an idea about what Vibrant Goa is all about. Myla, would you play that, please? Hello, Myla.
Oh, she's
Thank
got it
you.
going.
This
Thanks
is where
for the
opportunities
coordination.
become partnerships and conversations become global ventures. This is not just an expo, it's where businesses find their next global opportunity. Welcome to Vibrant Goa Global Business Summit 2026. A global platform bringing together investors, exporters, industry leaders, innovators, and policymakers from around the world. Buyer-seller matchmaking, strategic B2B meetings, global networking, export partnerships, international collaborations, where businesses discover new markets, investors uncover new opportunities, and ideas evolve into lasting enterprises. Not just business cards, real collaborations, real markets, real expansion, connecting businesses across borders, creating opportunities across industries. Vibrant Goa Global Business Summit 2026, connecting Goa to global opportunities.
So thank you, Myla, for running this video. Basically, I would like to share here that it's not just an exhibition or a conference, it's a global platform that brings together governments, industry leaders, investors, startups, and MSMEs, innovators, academia, and business organizations worldwide. So I would like to especially invite Global Chamber chapters across the world to participate by bringing business delegations, introducing member companies, recommending speakers, connecting investors, exploring joint ventures, building cross-border partnerships. One of the highlights of our collaboration is that Global Chamber Goa will be organizing the Global Semiconductor and Electronics Leadership Roundtable on the 30th of October, the second day of the summit. The theme of the roundtable is building trusted global semiconductor supply chain, innovation, investment, and international collaboration. The semiconductor industry, as you all are aware, is a defining moment. Countries around the world are investing heavily in resilient supply chains, advanced manufacturing, AI, electronics, and chip design. India has emerged one of the world's most exciting destinations for semiconductor and investments and electronics manufacturing. So, through this leadership roundtable, Global Chamber Goa chapter aims to bring together global semiconductor company, electronic manufacturers, technology innovators, investors, policymakers, research institutions, startups, and industry associations to discuss collaboration, investment, innovation, and the future of trusted global supply chain. This is a tremendous opportunity for Global Chamber members working in semiconductor, electronics, and AI, deep tech, innovation, manufacturing. So basically, I'm very excited to bring this value addition to the Vibrant Goa platform, and I would like to invite all our global members to participate as delegates, speakers, panelists, industry partners, exhibitors, investors. So beyond the semiconductor sector, I would like to state here that Vibrant Goa offers opportunity across manufacturing, tourism, logistics, healthcare, startups, sustainability, innovation, trade, and investment. So, as a executive director for Global Chamber Goa, my invitation to every chapter is very simple: come to Goa, bring your members, bring your business delegation. Let's create meaningful B2B meetings. Let's connect business across borders. And let's help our members discover new markets, strategic partners, and investment opportunities. So my team and I look forward to working closely with each of you chapters and welcoming you to Goa from 29 to 31st October. And I especially look forward to seeing many of the global semiconductor and electronic leadership uh, segment people to attend on the 30th of October. And I would like to invite the HQ along with Fizar, Doug, everybody to India this time for the event. Thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, RT, and thank you for that information. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts for RT, please? And hearing none, we'll need to continue to move on. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I have
Go ahead.
one question.
Yes.
Aarti, if we would like to exhibit in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you
Yes.
help in that, or can you provide some information regarding to that?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I would certainly, because Global Chamber will be having a separate pavilion for the Global Chamber members and participants. We'll be having a separate pavilion over there, so you can
Can we be a
exhibit over
part of
there
that?
for your requirement.
Okay, so can we
Sorry.
be a part of that pavilion? Means you can share me the details about participating in the pavilion, because we would love to be, if Global Chamber you have the pavilion, then it will be good to be, part of that pavilion. So share with me some details and
Absolutely.
I will check on that.
Yeah, I will email you all the details regarding the
Sure, sure,
participation
sure.
and the event brochure, the catalog, everything, so you get a fair
Mhm.
idea, and we can connect all this and talk about
Sure.
it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are in the Global Chamber conversation about India opportunities, and we've heard a couple speakers so far. There are several people in the attendee area, including Aju Thomas, who is a global real estate leader across the country of India. So Aju, thank you for joining. And Chris, I see you're over there as well. I got your email, and so you just need to accept the invitation to be a panelist, and then you'll be able to see everyone. So if you're concerned about not seeing people, the reason is you're in an area of this meeting that's you can't. But if you accept that invitation, you will be able to.
Thank you, Doug. I just did, so I can see you. Thank you for letting me in. I appreciate that.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's been a while. It's great to see hear you again. Anyway.
Yeah. Thank you.
So let's move on to Jayesh Patel of JK Globiz. He has an opportunity for companies to better utilize the services from India. Jayesh, thank you. Could you share where you're based, who you're looking to attract with the services, and then make your presentation? We have about 20 minutes, and so if you could ideally tailor the presentation to be able to create some Q&A at the end, that would be outstanding.
Right. Thank you, Doug, and thank you for sharing this opportunity. So I'm sure it's good evening for India, good morning for Doug, and whichever part of the world GC members are. I think we are like 24/7 organization where everybody sees something different. So the entire reason of me bringing the topic today was that rather than attracting, I think we are all going through a same phase, challenging environment where profitability is something which I think everywhere we go, and it's something which is affecting everybody, be it a growing economy like India, or the developed part of the Western regions, or to the slow growing regions of Southeast Asia and other parts. So everywhere, the bottom line is that, okay, everybody's worried about profitability. And this is where I think my topic today is going to revolve. People might be thinking, okay, Global Capability Center, but I think this is more like a solution to a deeper problem, what we have been experiencing in the last couple of years. And the world is going to be uncertain. Like I remember a few years back, I spoke to my mentor in Australia, and he said, tell me one thing, what's the difference between uncertainty and certainty? He said, uncertain is going to be certain. Maybe certain is something, is a thing of the past. And that's where I said, okay, That's where I would be happy to invite Alok also for a part of the Q&A. So he has been working with MindBridge, and they have been instrumental in bringing the GCC concepts and along with many other things. But so far, the biggest advantage was that today I wanted something sort of a help from him in terms of building the presentation around it. And he was quite instrumental in bringing the right ideas in a very simple way so that anybody who has heard about Global Capability Center maybe will get a deep information. Anybody who isn't aware about it will get a complete information about how this affects and what type of things we can use it to leverage in our business. And without saying much, I'd be more happy to also talk about our group. So predominantly, I'm the founder and CEO of JK Globis Consulting. We primarily do only one thing: help companies expand globally without adding much of confusion, with more clarity and something similar. So we try to work with medium and small scale enterprises, the backbone of the economy of India and one of the most growing sectors. Because what we have seen is the top 1% of the companies move very fast, but unless the entire ecosystem moves, the country doesn't move. And that's a mission I've taken on myself to make India and companies who are coming to India making their process of market entry much smoother. So now let me take you to the brief presentation what we have met so that we'll get more idea about global capability centers, what they are and what we can do with them. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So let me put it on full screen. So the title says everything, the quiet engine behind global business today. So this is on a glimpse shot that how this entire industry is looking for. And we have just put the numbers of India because right now the more focus is on the emerging market where the entire thing about global capability center is actually getting centered. Now, I just wanted to highlight two things. One was one was a global capability center and what is global shared services. Now, this is a distinction which I want to make it right now because one is a predecessor and one is a successor. So, for example, if you are moving into a new country, you would like to have maybe a distributor there. But once you get understanding of the market, you want to be present in a full-fledged amount. And that's the difference between these two. So when the company decides that, okay, I need to offshore or maybe take a some part of my services to someone else, that's what we termed as global shared services, where your backend operations and the operations which take up a lot of your bandwidth in terms of technology, finance, analytical, HR, we try to move it to an external vendor and they take care of this entire thing. The second concept is when the company feels that they should have a center for themselves where they can offload the critical functions like technology, finance, analytical, and HR. So that's one distinction which I would like to bring to your notice. Now, when we talk about this global capability center, the next thing comes to the mind: why does the company need it? So what's the thing which is going to drive, or why somebody thought about this idea? And when somebody thought about the idea, uh, four things came into the mind. That one was, can we have something which is more cost efficient? Companies do make products which are very cost efficient, but what about the companies operating themselves? Now they also need to be cost efficient. And second is access to talent. As you will see the demographics of the world, which is right now transforming, you'll find most world is coming with a crisis when it comes to access to talented people, access to young population, which can be the workforce, and the median age of the world has been stepping up and up. So we have been seeing reports from companies as far east in Japan, where uh, the median age has been being pushed to more than 45 years. Similarly, the same situation has been seen in most part of the world. But the situation in India has been different. The situation in emerging economies has been different. That right now, if we just take a rough number, almost 50% of our population comes into a median age of somewhere around 29 to 30. Now, this is where the companies can get an access to a large amount of people and the workforce which is there. This makes it very easy for a lot of things to develop. The world is now looking for something like frugality, not something like, okay, we have built something and maybe we want to continue for years together. And that's where you require an access to talent. Also, in terms of access to qualified professionals who are working in the space of finance, HR, IT, and automation. Now, the third thing, which I'm sure you must have guessed it by now, that time zone leverage. That imagine half of your operations are working in a country in the daytime, and now on the other side of the world, somebody is also building something on the in the time when the world is sleeping. Now, this gives almost a 50% leverage that the time which was something not utilized properly with the Global Capability Center, you can have two strategic centers in both part of the globe where you can have an operation for an extended period of time, which means now you can leverage the time zones. And now this accelerates your delivery cycle. And last is resilience. The more you have a diverse across the thing, the more you do not get into a single geography risk, which we have seen it right now. So I'm sure people who are in the business right now must be talking about that. Okay, we had a good bet on Middle East and some crisis came. Now our business is going for a slump. Now this is where a GCC can actually act as a area where one single geography risk can be avoided. Now moving on to the next part, what does a GCC and GSS actually do? And they take care of these functions: finance and accounting, IT engineering, analytics and data, HR operations, and compliance risk. Now, when we talk about these functions, uh, just look at any company structure and you will find 60 to 70% of the work or the cost of the companies are dedicated to this. And there is something that you can live without, maybe an office in a virtual world, but you can't live without these functions because these are very critical functions for a company which is as small as a startup to a company which is as good as a large organization. And imagine somebody who's scaling up and is supposed to divert their resources into this. It's going to be a big challenge for them. And what most companies do is skip some of the part. And when you skip some of these important operations, it's going to affect something in the long run. Now, it's as simple as that if my body needs to function, I need to have all my vitals done. And this is more like a vital of the company, which a GCC or a GSS can actually take care of. Now, once we get these things, what do you actually get out of it? That maybe, let's say, a company decides to get into GSS or uh, build their own GCC. Now, these are some of the slow things which are going to have an impact in a very long run. So the first part is they will have an access to a cost arbitrage in terms of leveraging their operations to a location and an economy where the cost of serving those things are much, much reasonable and much, much better. Second is they have a flexibility and a resilience. So I'm just taking an example of a startup which has been funded and they want to put their resources towards scaling up. Now, they could do one thing is they could have the entire backend operations tuned to that number, or they could scale up as they grow. And probably you will all understand that finding access to talent is not a one-day job. It takes time. But what if you have somebody who's already built a center, who has access to a good amount of talent resources, and you're getting a portion out of it? The third thing is innovation. And when we talk about innovation, it's not only just that you're ready to invest in an innovation. It's about to what extent can you leverage the innovation for your cost. And innovation works on economies of scale, standardization. Now, imagine one part of the department does an innovation. It takes years for a company to move the same innovation across to others. But with something which is a shared resource and with a global capability center, these processes can be quite standardized. And when you have standardized operations, you have predictable outcomes. Your training cost comes down. And at last, you can have compliance in a better way, and it reduces the risk. And as we all know, as the companies are moving global, you cannot say that, okay, I have a small operation in a country, so I'm not going to comply with them. It's going to be a disaster. And this is where the global capability centers gives that output to us. And last but not the least, this was something specially requested by someone. So, Doug, thank you for pointing it out that right now everybody has been talking about AI, and GCC is also part of the same ecosystem. So, when you talk about artificial intelligence, it's quite imperative to know that AI is actually going to have a very great impact on the global capability center. Just to give you a simple evaluation, GCC of yesterday was I give a cost arbitrage, I execute things. I was a business processing outsourcing. Today, I bring capability, I bring strategy. Tomorrow, it's going to be an intelligence arbitrage, which means tomorrow you won't be interested in how many number of people I'm able to bring to the show. Tomorrow you'll be interested that maybe how many number of AI agents or AI capabilities are you bringing together. So might be our equation in the next coming years would be that we aren't just giving you cost arbitrage in terms of low cost of talent, but in terms of bringing a high-tech AI technology to you at a very affordable cost as it has the economies of scale. And the outcomes are quite visible that first generation exported work, the second exported knowledge, and the third will bring the intelligence layer. So that's about this. And now I would like to bring to a hot topic that why do we think India is somewhere that the world should look for? Predominantly not because I belong to the country, but mainly because that this country has a very specific advantage which can actually make a lot of sense for companies who are looking for lower operational cost. And when we talk about lower operational cost, it's something which is going to have a very deeper impact in the years to come. And if we look into that, the ecosystem in India has been growing, which means that there is something that somebody doesn't have to reinvent. It's already an ecosystem in place, which means we will have a lot of policies, we'll have a lot of support from the government. At the same time, since many people have been doing it, you'll find that the talent which is there, they're also quite accustomed to working in a global capability center, which makes all sense because attracting is easier. Plus, since you are a part of an ecosystem, you are able to get the same set of incentives, you're able to get the same set of support and the same set of recognition from the government. And here is something which I would like to leave it to you that this is a simple building block of a GCC. So if someone is really having a client or running an organization which believes that maybe I think it's a time for me to look at this cost arbitrage, look at this capabilities, and want to look for setting up a GCC, this is a framework that you should be looking for. That how do I start and where do I begin? And in case the time doesn't limit us to get into more depth, but if you have, feel free to reach out to me or to Alok. We'll be definitely happy to take and answer all your questions regarding it, as simple as a silly question that whether this works for our client or not. And this is where I see an opportunity.
That sounds great. We just have a couple minutes. We do have a Globinar that's going to start in a few minutes, so we are under a time constraint. So if you don't mind wrapping up, and then we'll finish up.
Right. So that was from me. So Doug, I've reached to the last in a way. So now the thing is, now what is in it for us? And maybe that's an opportunity or a thing which I would like to for the global members to have a look into it. That right now, if you have a client, you have an organization or a company where you believe that, okay, something is going to be affecting their profitability, where you see that this is an advantage where they could offload some part of their operational services, feel free to reach out to us. One. Second is, if you always believe that a company who is a multinational and thinks that, okay, they want to have a proper global footprint without adding too much of an operational cost, happy to introduce you to Mr. Alok, who is part of MindBridge, and they have the expertise of uh, helping you carve out the journey of GCC together. So that's from my side, Doug. I'm open to any questions and answers.
Sounds great. Because of the following Globinar, we probably don't have any time. I don't see any questions in the chat area. I did put a link to the event that's starting in a couple minutes. We do a weekly foreign direct investment conversation, and today it's about the Great Lakes region, both the U.S. and Canada, the states and communities all around the Great Lakes, and the trade that gets involved there. I don't see any hands, so if you don't mind, maybe would you like to take a 30 seconds just to recap, and what would you like to leave us with today?
So I think I would like to just leave it with the concept that there is a solution to the world's crisis, right? And global capability centers do have the potential to really transform the side of the business. So if you believe that there is even 2% chance to explore this, please go ahead and do it. And if you have any issues or any doubts into this, feel free to reach out to us. I'll be definitely happy to walk you through the entire process and definitely able to understand and give you a solution.
Very good. And you're here with Alok as well. Alok, did you want to say anything before we close the room?
Sure, Doug. Thank you so much, Jess. It was really fabulous, and you did a great job. I understand you guys are tight with the time, so I'll not take much of your time. Look, the future is this. Global shared services, global capability centers. Indian government is 100% supportive. Most of the cities in India, government is providing 10 years tax holiday for setting up the GCCs. We are here to support either if a client internationally want to come in India and set up GCC, we can provide the consultancy, or we can take on the work in our company as a shared service provider. We have all the expertise. I don't want to repeat what Jess said, but definitely we can connect offline. And Jess is a very good friend of mine. He works closely with me on this. So you can reach out to me through Jess. You can have my connect from Jess. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Kyriakos Kofinas, thank you for joining today. You have a familiar company name, AIMS member of Global Chamber in Europe. Are you zooming in from Athens?
Well, indeed, yeah, but I'm living in. Hello, everyone. I'm Kyriakos Kofinas. I'm the managing partner and the founder of AIMS in the Gulf, but I'm right now in Athens. Correct said. So we do cover the Gulf, the GCC countries, and Jordan, and we are bridging resources and companies doing business in the Gulf.
Wonderful. Were you part of the GCC meeting that we had a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for joining today. My wife is actually, I'm Greek Orthodox because I married my wife 44 years ago in the Greek Orthodox Church. She taught me that Greek is the best. And I keep saying that, and that's how we've survived 44 years. Thanks, everybody, for joining today. The link to the next meeting is in the chat. Jayesh, thank you so much for that presentation. Saili, thank you for yours as well. And RT, I don't see you. RT must have dropped off. And so please contact her. If any of you, any members, of course, or any of you have some needs or interests, please connect into Global Chamber and continue to engage. Have a great rest of your day, evening in India, and have a great rest of the week as well. Take care, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Alok. Great to meet you.
Thank you.